Hello everyone, welcome to Science and Tech Update with Dr. Vikram. Topic for today's discussion is from space segment. There is a crater which is in news which has been captured by Indian mission. So that makes this development quite a significant one. So we'll be decoding what this crater is, what's the mission which is involved in this breakthrough. So the Sarabhai crater, which is located on lunar surface, has been captured by none other than Chandrayaan-2 mission. So it's a proud moment, we would say, for capturing the precise location of this crater, which was named in honor of Vikram Sarabhai, who is the chairman, or you could, who was the chairman of Indian Space Research Organization, the first ever, and is known as the father of Indian space program. So it's not that they have captured a crater and then named it, it was already named after him. The image, three-dimensional high resolution image has been captured, which makes this development, and it makes more of sort of a tribute to the great man, because 2019 happens to be the centenary year of his birth, and that's why we had also named the lander of Chandrayaan-2 after him, Vikram. That's an unfortunate that the lander couldn't soft land on lunar surface, but the orbiter is still functioning. So it has been an year, if you of this mission, which makes this development a significant one. Because we all know Chandrayaan-1 mission functioned for 312 days, so this Chandrayaan-2 had already exceeded that. So in so time duration, this mission is a significant one. So let's decode. First of all, the location. Where is this Vikram Sarabhai crater located? So this is located on, you could say, east around 300 kilometers, where the great Apollo 17 and Luna mission had landed. So it's on lunar surface. At times these craters can be confused whether they're on Mars, whether they are on Moon, or they are on some on Earth surface. So it's captured by Chandrayaan-2 orbiter. So you have to understand, it's since our mission is not restricted only to orbiters, so it is captured by the Chandrayaan-2 orbiter. And this topic now focuses on Indian scientists, because we know from last 2 year meets there have been a couple of questions straight away on Indian scientists which have been in news, or whose contribution has been immense in field of science and technology. There was a question on, we all know, on the in prelims there was on Srinivas Ramanujan, a man who knew infinity. There was a biography made on him, and then there was a question on contribution of Sir Moksha Gundam, Vishweshwarya, M.S. Swaminathan, and also Satendra Nath Bose, the Higgs boson. So there is a possibility, if examiner wants to ask a question, he might choose the great stalwart Vikram Sarabhai. So Vikram Sarabhai was the first ever chairman of Indian Space Research Organization, which was set up in 1969 with headquarters at Bangalore. He was also instrumental for setting up of physical research laboratory at Ahmedabad, which happens to be the premier institute in undertaking research related to space. And the first ever rocket launching station, which is Thumba Equatorial Rocket Launching Station, TERLS, in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala, was once again under his guidance that it was the first rocket was launched. And coming to the milestone part, our own first satellite, which was named Aryabhat in honor of great Aryabhatta, was also spearheaded by him. So he had a long list of achievements as well as contribution, and is rightly regarded as father of Indian Space Research Organization. He, along with the great Satish Dhawan, were instrumental in setting up the tone for this premier institution, which has excelled and has rightly established India as a space power. So founding fathers are the ones which laid the journey and are the chief architect in our posters. So this is what we have to cover from point of view of Vikram Sarabhai, and we had already, I have highlighted that the lander was named Vikram and the rover had to be Pragyan, but unfortunately due to hard landing they couldn't land and achieve their objectives. But still, this is a significant thing that at least they have captured the crater which has been named after. And coming to the mission, we all know Chandrayaan-2 mission had been launched through GSLV. It was a geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle. Since we were sending a rover as well as a lander, so GSLV fitted the bill. Our earlier mission Chandrayaan 1 was sent through a PSLV. It had just the light payloads, and it confirmed the presence of water, detected titanium as well as calcium, and also discovered the large caves which could potentially act as human settlement. So Chandrayaan 1 was a major success story. Chandrayaan 2, even though it had met a little failure in terms of landing as well as the case of lower angle, but still the orbiter is functioning, which is a positive news, because it was July 22, this mission was launched and it reached there in the orbit in around September. So we are once again in August, September, so it has completed the duration for which it was stipulated. So this is all you had to cover, and moreover the basic differences we had covered in class lecture, that there is a more payload, there is a rover, the objectives were to land on south pole of the moon and uncharted territory. So make sure you also brush up those basic facts. But more or less you should just revise the major contributions of all the scientists which have helped India in achieving the science and tech powerhouses. Vikram Sarabhai is one of the gems in those. And you should also cover Satish Dhawan as well as Homi Jahangir Baba and other stalwarts which have just made us India proud. Because there is a tendency, even though there have been two back-to-back questions, but still the students who are aiming for 2021 or 2022, they should prepare a detailed note on the contributions of this great story. So I hope this session was useful in some way. We'll be back soon with another Crime the Fair lecture. Thank you for tuning. Have a nice day.